Tiger, I'm talking in Tiger Woods. When are you going to get a driver, my man? Enough. You're going to kill somebody. Roll the clip.
Questions now surrounding Tiger Woods' future on and off the golf course after he was arrested for DUI following a rollover crash last week in Florida. According to reports, the Secret Service banned Woods, who is dating the mother of President Trump's granddaughter, Kai, from driving Trump family members even before the latest arrest. Criminal defense attorney, Fox News contributor, and co-host of the weekly Rap Sheet on Fox Nation, Josh Ritter, joins us now. So, Josh, first of all, can't blame the president for saying you can't drive my grandkids with the record that Tiger Woods has, right?
No, absolutely not. I mean, not even including this latest arrest. He had that incident not too long ago where he nearly, he had some very serious injuries. It could have led to fatalities that time as well. Yeah, I think a lot of people might question having their young ones drive with Tiger Woods.
I'm definitely not letting Tiger drive my kids around. Let's look at this full screen here of all the charges, the possible punishments he could face. Up to 6 months in jail, a $1,000 fine, 6 months probation, DUI school, community service. Could the sentence include, Josh, possibly you can't drive anymore? You're rich. You can hire a driver. Could that be part of the punishment?
Sure, it could include pretty heavy restrictions on his driving, absolutely. And I think the thing that he's most concerned about is it could include custody time. I think that's very much so on the table. Not so much for this arrest. This is bad. I mean, he rolled a vehicle, he hit another vehicle. There's allegations that he was driving at a high rate of speed. Problem is that prior arrest from 9 years ago, in many jurisdictions, that would be considered a priorable offense, meaning they could charge it as an allegation in this case and give him enhanced exposure on this current case. And even if they don't charge it that way, prosecutors will still consider it. They're going to take a look at him, and unfortunately, they're going to say this is a person who has a problem with substance abuse or a drinking issue, and treat him that way when it comes to any kind of offer they give him. It'll probably include enhanced alcohol program, but it could certainly include custody time.
Yeah, he definitely has a substance abuse problem. But we had a guest on this weekend on Fox and Friends Weekend who was a PGA announcer who knew Tiger Woods. He quote unquote said, "I know too much." When I asked him, why doesn't Tiger Woods have a driver? He said the other problem that Tiger has is he's cheap, that he literally did not want to have a driver because he just thought it was too much money. And here's a guy who's super rich. Where do you think this goes?
Cut the clip. I'm at a loss for words. What can a driver possibly cost you? What's Tiger Woods' net worth? I know he was worth close to $1 billion before the divorce, but let's just say, hypothetically, he's only worth $500 million. And I don't know, and it's an easy Google. I didn't Google it, but I'm sure he's right around 500 million plus. What can a driver cost you these days? $20 an hour? Let's just say $30 an hour. For $60,000 a year, which is nothing, it's a piss in the bucket for you when you have that type of money. You refuse to get a driver and expose other people's lives? And it's actually $1.3 billion. Our team just pulled it up. $1.3 billion you're worth. And you won't spend let's just call it a cool 100,000 to drive you around. Okay, a cool 100. You can't afford that? You want to be cheap? Come on, man. You're risking people's lives. What are we doing? You had a 2009 incident here, 2017, now this one in 26. At some point, you should get the clue. And I hope the judge does remove your driving privileges. They should. You're going to kill somebody, dude. Like, what are we doing? Like, I don't get this one. This is a head scratcher. And you know what, I'm a big Tiger fan on the golf course. Probably my favorite golf player of all time. All time. I've seen Tiger play a handful of times, especially down here in Doral. I mean, he hit the ball. Like, when he would tee off, the ball would come off like a jet. It just sounded different than everybody else. Just an incredible talent. And if you ever seen Tiger in his heyday, he's about 6'2", about 215, just jacked. Looks like a safety in the NFL. All right? The dude was a beast. Okay? But Tiger has a history of making poor decisions. From the infidelity with his wife, and I don't get into people's personal lives. That's not what we do here. I'm not a fan of that. But I got to call a spade a spade. and his decision making throughout his life has cost him being the best golf player all time. Like that's out the door. His career is probably over after this. So where do we go from here? And where does Tiger's legacy fall? It's been a fall from grace, unfortunately. And I'm a big fan of Tiger's. I'm not knocking Tiger for the ability he had on the golf course. But on the other side of your personal life and making decisions, very, very poor decisions. And listen, I'm not saying that I haven't made poor decisions. We all have. But you've been in situations already where you have had accidents, you have had run-ins with the law, you had a prior DUI. All right, maybe you want to keep driving. Why are you medicating yourself? Why are you drinking? Why? You're putting other people's lives in danger. You can Uber, dude. Hire a driver. Hire 2 drivers. What can it possibly cost you? $200,000 a year? Is that what we're talking about? $200,000 a year, Tiger? That's nothing for you, brother. Like, what are we doing? I just don't get it. It's moronic. It's idiotic. I don't know what other word you can possibly find for this, but I don't understand it. There's no excuse that he could come with why this should happen. And damn right the Secret Service is not going to let Trump's kid in a car with him. They got a lot of information, probably information the public doesn't have about Tiger and the way he's moving. And I don't know if he's dealing with depression, and I pray for him. I really do. I pray that he can get through this, get on the other side of this. Listen, we want to see Tiger win. I want to see Tiger win. But when you're making poor decisions like this, it's just hard to get behind this. Dude, you're a role model. Or were a role model. I would never tell my kid to look up to you other than being on a golf course. But you were a role model. People looked up to you. Young minorities looked up to you. You did something in a sport that no one else has been able to do in that sport that's been white dominant. And you went in there and changed it and created a culture and created a movement behind you where people, the masses in the gallery were just following you. And you had the biggest fall from grace. And it's all self-inflicted from poor decisions. We got to make better decisions. You're in a position of power. You're in a position of influence. People look up to you. And it's just sad. It's a sad moment you're going through, and it's sad for everybody around you that they have to see this. And I hope that you can figure this out and that you can live the rest of your life making better decisions and decisions that are going to impact people for the good. Because you're better than this, man. And I'm really pulling for you because I don't want to see you go to jail. Do not want to see that. But Tiger, we got to be better. That's all I got on this episode. Make sure to tune in, subscribe, like, comment. Catch you guys on the next one.